The average man punches with roughly 1,000 newtons of force during a standard physical strike. In amateur fighters, that impact can be up to twice as much depending on their physical conditioning. And in elite combat athletes, it can reach an astonishing measurement of around 5,000 newtons of total force. Most of that unbelievable power comes down to mastering the right technical mechanics of your body. Now, you're not going to punch like a heavyweight champion overnight just by watching a single video, but right here, you will learn exactly how to structurally punch with your maximum hidden potential power. Let's start by breaking down the fundamental mechanics of a highly destructive impact strike. First, you need to completely understand that a powerful punch effectively uses the entire physical body. The intricate kinetic chain always starts directly from the hard ground beneath your resting feet. You must forcefully push into the floor with your feet to initiate the total movement. The generated force then travels up through your shifting hip and finally expands into your fist. That's exactly why you should completely avoid arm punching, which isolates only your shoulder muscles. Instead, you must use proper fluid hip rotation to transfer your mass power efficiently forward. Think about driving forward and punching with your entire body weight focused on the single target. You are not just throwing your arm out, but projecting your entire center of mass. Another very important thing to realize is to not let physical tension completely kill your power. Tense and stiff muscles significantly reduce the velocity and the ultimate power of your punches. You absolutely need to stay loose and relaxed so the force can travel through your body. When your body remains fluid, the internal kinetic energy moves efficiently without any structural resistance. Your muscles should activate rapidly only at the exact start of the forward strike. Then they must completely relax while the punch is actively traveling through the open air. Finally, your muscles activate aggressively again the exact moment you return to your defensive stance. Staying completely tense while the punch is traveling will slow your velocity down significantly. This internal restriction robs your strike of its natural kinetic acceleration and reduces your power. So consciously remind yourself to relax your upper body and breathe easily before striking. Now let's talk specifically about the physical structure of the punch itself on impact. Keep your fist firm and tightly squeeze your thumb to fully stabilize the vulnerable wrist joints. This proper alignment greatly reduces the risk of injury and dramatically improves the force transfer. That doesn't mean you should keep your fist tightly clenched during the entire movement setup. The exact moment of physical impact is the only thing that truly matters for force concentration. That specific microsecond is when your fist should transform into a solid block of stone. Pay close attention to the fact that pushing your thumb down on your fingers is important. This specific thumb placement significantly increases your overall wrist stability and bone alignment. You can easily test this mechanical lock and feel the structural difference yourself right now. Also understand this psychological aspect of striking that changes how we view an impact. We usually bring the striking hand back quickly after a punch lands cleanly on a target. This snapback technique ensures that the actual impact duration lasts only a fraction of a second. This rapid snapping motion is especially noticeable with a lightning-fast defensive lead jab. But when we're talking about delivering absolute maximum power, things are slightly different mechanically. Here, you should actively think about punching through the target rather than just touching it. Visualize your fist driving completely through the back of the object you are trying to hit. That's exactly how you throw your devastating knockout punches and deliver maximum destructive force. Lastly, here are two small professional tips that can immediately help your striking performance. Always forcefully exhale the exact moment you strike to compress your core muscles tightly. You can even make a short, sharp sound while exhaling to increase your core activation. Also, stepping forward with your lead foot can add even more raw power to your punch. This movement puts your forward body weight and linear momentum directly behind the strike. This heavy stepping method is not something to use recklessly all the time in combat, but it's just a powerful tactical tool you might want to use in specific openings. Applying these advanced tips alone will naturally increase your functional punching power over time. But you still need to consistently practice them in order to really nail the technique. Punching with your whole body and staying relaxed while striking might sound incredibly simple, but it takes hours of dedicated practice to perform these fast mechanics correctly under pressure. I'd highly recommend focusing on mastering just one specific thing at a time during training. Do not try to apply every single technical adjustment all at once during your workouts. Over time, these fundamental biomechanics will naturally become your permanent second nature, and you'll naturally start hitting much harder without even thinking about the mechanics. That's exactly how you can consistently punch with maximum power and ultimate structural efficiency.